Hello ARMY. There was a moment when Jungkook introduced Taehyung as his lover during the live performance of BTS's Ararang album. You probably wouldn't expect what Jungkook said in front of the entire audience. Jungkook told ARMY, "This is my love." ARMY was shocked. The entire stadium shouted, "You will be together forever," and applauded loudly. Some ARMY members even fainted from happiness after hearing Jungkook say those words. This happened right after they performed the song Hooligan. We all know that their love is not something to be taken lightly. For the haters who still can't accept this and keep saying they're just friends on stage, wake up. Stop staying asleep. You're missing the story. Watch the rest of this video and don't miss out. Before we begin, make sure you're ready to like this moment. Welcome to Taekook Files. The stadium lights slowly dimmed after the powerful ending of Hooligan, leaving heavy breaths and sweat on the faces of the BTS members. A tense yet anticipatory silence filled the entire arena of the Ararang live album performance, where thousands of light sticks still glowed, forming a vast and beautiful purple ocean. At center stage, Jungkook and Taehyung stood side by side, drawing everyone's attention as they wore identical outfits, a detail that had sparked speculation among fans since the beginning of the concert. Jungkook stepped forward, gripping the microphone tightly, while Taehyung stood slightly behind him with a faint, unreadable smile. The once noisy atmosphere suddenly fell silent as Jungkook took a deep breath, as if gathering all his courage to say something very important. His eyes locked onto the sea of ARMY, radiating a sincerity never seen before in their history as global superstar idols. Jungkook slowly reached for Taehyung's fingers, intertwining their hands in front of thousands of stunned eyes. There was no script on the teleprompter, no signal from backstage staff, only pure honesty reflected in their actions. The tension in the air became overwhelming as Jungkook brought the microphone to his lips, ready to break down the wall of secrecy they had carefully maintained for so long. "Everyone, there's something I want to say at this precious moment." Jungkook's voice echoed low but steady through the stadium speakers. That opening sentence made every heart beat twice as fast, creating a tension that could almost be physically felt. Taehyung briefly lowered his head, giving a gentle squeeze to Jungkook's hand as unwavering moral support for what was about to happen. Without hesitation, Jungkook turned to Taehyung, then looked back at the fans with eyes shining with pride and love. "This is my love," he said, short, clear, and firm. Those words seemed to freeze in the cool night air. The confession flowed naturally, breaking every boundary between their private lives and professional stage personas that they had guarded so carefully for years. Total silence dominated the stadium for a few seconds, as if time had stopped and everyone had forgotten how to breathe. But that silence quickly shattered into hysterical screams that shook the very foundation of the building. An explosion of emotion never heard at any concert before. The chant "Taekook Forever" began from one corner of the stands and quickly spread throughout the stadium like fire catching gasoline. Thousands of fans jumped from their seats, applauding thunderously as a blessing for the incredible courage that had just been shown. Tears of joy flowed everywhere, turning the concert into an emotional celebration of love and warmth. There was no more doubt, only sincere support pouring endlessly for two souls who had finally chosen to open up to the world about their feelings. Chaos at the front rows became unavoidable, as some fans even fainted from shock and happiness after hearing the confession live. Medical teams quickly moved through the crowd, but the audience's focus remained fixed on the two figures on stage still holding hands. The overwhelming happiness made the stadium feel magical, as if the entire universe was celebrating the historic announcement. Taehyung, who had seemed tense before, slowly revealed his signature smile, looking at Jungkook with eyes full of gratitude and affection. He never expected that his teammate and lover would choose a live performance watched by millions to introduce their relationship. Their matching outfits were no longer just a fashion choice, but a symbol of unity and commitment they wanted to show the world. The other BTS members standing at the side of the stage gave them space, allowing this moment to belong entirely to Jungkook, Taehyung, and their loyal fans. The applause didn't stop. It grew louder every time the giant screen showed Jungkook's relieved face after the heavy burden was lifted from his shoulders. This moment instantly became a new chapter in entertainment history, where the honesty of love was honored with the highest respect from supporters. The chant "Taekook Forever" continued rhythmically, creating a harmony that touched every heart that heard it that night. Many ARMY members embraced each other, celebrating their idol's courage to choose honesty despite the risks. Positive energy overflowed throughout the stadium, erasing prejudice and replacing it with understanding and acceptance. Jungkook's eyes sparkled as he witnessed the overwhelmingly positive reaction from fans he once feared might be disappointed. Instead of criticism, he received a wave of love so immense that he bowed repeatedly in gratitude. The words, "This is my love," truly became the key that unlocked freedom for both of them, allowing them to no longer hide in the shadows. Every corner of the stadium was filled with endless cheers, creating an atmosphere that felt more like a wedding celebration than a typical concert. Some fans who had fainted regained consciousness and immediately cried with emotion after being told what had happened while they were out. They felt proud to have witnessed history, the most courageous and romantic moment ever to take place on that grand stage. Taehyung finally stepped closer to the microphone, adding a few words of thanks that made the moment even more emotional. His deep, calm voice brought peace amid the noise, emphasizing how much ARMY's support meant to their journey. The two stood tall, wearing identical outfits as a statement that they were one and could never be separated by anything. The stadium lights slowly shifted to deep purple, creating the perfect backdrop for a couple who had just opened up to the world. No one in the stadium regretted being there that night, because they knew they had witnessed something far more valuable than just a music performance. It was a victory of love shared by thousands of hearts. The moment after Hooligan would always be remembered as the most iconic in BTS album history, where a simple confession changed everything. Thunderous applause continued as they returned to their positions to continue the performance, but now with a different status in the eyes of the world. The world now knew, and it chose to support them wholeheartedly. That night ended with deep emotions etched into every ARMY's heart, carrying home the memory of Jungkook's courage and Taehyung's joyful smile. The Ararang Stadium became a silent witness to the moment when the words, "This is my love," changed history and strengthened the bond between idols and fans through honesty. Taekook was no longer just speculation, but a beautiful reality that would continue to be protected by millions of prayers and unwavering support from their loyal fans. At the end of that magical night, Jungkook and Taehyung stood side by side at center stage, their voices slightly trembling with emotion as they expressed their deepest gratitude to ARMY for their unwavering support. They admitted that without the love and understanding of their fans, the courage to reveal their true selves and feelings might never have come to light publicly. Taehyung then took over, emphasizing how meaningful ARMY's acceptance of their relationship was for their future journey. He said that the sincere support shown through the song chants of Taekook Forever and the thunderous applause was the most beautiful gift they had ever received in their careers. For them, ARMY is not just a fandom, but a family that provides a safe space for their love to grow without fear of judgment. As a closing, both of them bowed deeply as a symbol of their endless respect and love for everyone who witnessed that historic night. They promised to continue creating even greater works, bringing the energy of love they had just shared into every note and dance move in the future. That night ended with a promise that the love between Taehyung, Jungkook, and ARMY would shine forever, beyond time and space. Leave your positive comments here. The best comment will be pinned as a way to honor their love. Thank you to everyone who continues to support this channel. May God repay all your kindness. This video reflects my personal opinions and interpretations. It is created for entertainment purposes only and does not represent confirmed facts.